Vince Gill, one of country music's most respected voices, recently spoke honestly about his life with Amy Grant, revealing a love story shaped by patience, hardship, and deep commitment. Their relationship was never planned, never rushed, and never simple. Instead, it grew slowly through shared moments, personal struggles, and life-changing health challenges that tested their bond in ways few couples experience. When Vince and Amy first crossed paths, neither imagined they would one day become husband and wife. Both were married to other people and raising children from those relationships. Amy had 3 children with gospel singer Gary Chapman, while Vince had a daughter with his former wife, Janice Oliver Gill. Their lives were already full, structured, and complicated. Even though they felt a quiet connection, they tried to ignore it, believing their paths were already set. Long before they officially met, Vince felt something special without even knowing why. In 1983, while driving through Nashville, he heard Amy's song Tennessee Christmas on the radio. He was so moved by her voice that he pulled over just to listen. At the time, he had no idea that the woman singing would later become the most important person in his life. Their friendship deepened years later through music. They performed together during Christmas events and charity shows throughout the 1990s. One unforgettable moment came when Vince jokingly danced with Amy on stage wearing a top hat, completely forgetting the lyrics because he was so nervous. The audience laughed, and so did they. Still, nothing romantic happened. They remained friends, even as feelings quietly grew beneath the surface. Life took a sharp turn in 1997 when Vince's marriage ended after 17 years. Amy heard the news through the media, and it left her shaken. She didn't see his divorce as an opportunity. She was dealing with her own struggles and couldn't imagine changing her life. A year later, emotions became harder to ignore, but both moved carefully, aware of how many people could be hurt. In 1999, Amy's marriage also came to an end, and the public reaction was harsh. She was judged, criticized, and pushed away by parts of the Christian community that once celebrated her. Despite the pain, she chose not to fight back. She stayed true to herself, focused on her music, and leaned on kindness rather than bitterness. Vince and Amy married quietly in March 2000, surrounded by nature and close loved ones. Soon after, they welcomed their daughter Karina, who brought healing and unity to their blended family. Still, the early years weren't easy. The children struggled with change, emotions ran high, and everyone needed time to adjust. Through it all, Vince credited Amy as the steady center of their home, the one who made everyone feel safe and loved. Then came the health battles. In 2020, Amy discovered she had a serious heart condition after a routine checkup. She underwent open heart surgery, an experience that changed how she viewed life. She became more aware of how fragile time can be and learned to slow down and listen to her body. Just when recovery seemed complete, another shock arrived. In 2022, Amy suffered a traumatic brain injury after a bicycle accident. Her memory was affected, and simple conversations became difficult. Vince stayed by her side, canceling shows and offering quiet support. He never rushed her healing. Instead, he reminded her to take life one day at a time. Vince faced his own health struggles as well, including kidney stones and heart surgery. Though painful, he handled them with humility, never seeking attention. His strength showed not in dramatic moments, but in calm endurance. Today, Vince and Amy's marriage stands as a story of growth, forgiveness, and steady love. Vince's confession was simple but powerful. Love doesn't always speak loudly. Sometimes love is patience. Sometimes it is silence. And sometimes it is staying, no matter how hard the road becomes.